Her work has been featured on CNBC, Euronews, and in more than a dozen business journals. Patti is the author, co-author, and editor of over 75 books and dozens of articles focused on measurement, evaluation, accountability, and ROI. Dr. Patti serves as a member of the Board of Trustees of the United Nations Institute for Training and Research. She serves as the chair of the Institute for Corporate Productivity People Analytics Board, Principal Research Fellow for the Conference Board, board member of the International Federation for Training and Development Organizations, board chair for the Center for Talent Reporting, and is an Association for Talent Development Certification Institute Fellow. Dr. Patti also serves as the faculty of the UN System Staff College in Turin, Italy. Ma'am, I request you to deliver your special address on the value of diversity in creating an agile work culture.
Hi everyone, I'm Patti Phillips, CEO of ROI Institute. I'm also Director of Membership Services for IFTDO. It's a pleasure to be part of the IFTDO conference this year, and we're really happy that you're taking part. Whether you're taking part live or watching the recording, we're happy that you're here. And we hope that you will look forward to more information on our next spring conference to be held in India, where we'll actually be live and in person once again. You know, organizations spend billions of dollars each year on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And while some studies say that the highest performing organizations are those organizations that deliver diversity, equity, and inclusion solution, there are other solutions in other organizations and other studies that say these solutions don't work. We know from macro analysis that there is a connection between investing in diversity, equity, and inclusion and organization performance. More importantly, we know from a micro-analysis evaluating the actual diversity, equity, and inclusion solution that these solutions can pay off and pay off significant ways. These solutions pay off in terms of representation, ensuring that we have good diversity mix at each level of the organization. This is what customers want, this is what suppliers want, and this is what our community wants. We also know that diversity, equity, and inclusion solutions pay off in terms of the preventive measures. We can reduce turnover, we can reduce absenteeism, we can reduce conflict and complaints by investing in the right solutions. We also know that diversity, equity, and inclusion solutions can deliver value in terms of the value add measures. Those measures that indicate an organization is agile, that it is delivering greater productivity, higher quality products and services, that it's saving time, that is saving cost, that it's serving the customer. Measures of output, quality, cost, time, customer satisfaction, job satisfaction, work habits, and innovation can all improve by investing in diversity, equity, and inclusion. We did a survey recently with a conference board out of New York City to find out what heads of D&I thought about investments in diversity, equity, and inclusion and how to demonstrate the value of those investments. As you see on the slide, the majority of respondents are still focused on those representation measures. And it's not surprising. We still have a long way to go around the world in really addressing representation. The second most frequently measured outcome of diversity, equity, and inclusion are those preventive measures, turnover and absenteeism and conflict. And then the third most frequently measured outcome of diversity, equity, and inclusion are the value add measures. Now, as you see in this slide, there aren't that many organizations that are evaluating their diversity, equity, and inclusion against value add measures. And some people may look at this and say, you know, that's not enough to worry about. No one's doing it. But we differ with that perception. We know over the years here at ROI Institute that people have been slow to on the uptick, right? Slow to grasp it, slow to do it. But there are many organizations that were early adopters of our methodology and really got the value of diversity, equity, inclusion, that they were demonstrating impact and ROI before others thought it was a good thing. And so while the numbers on the screen look small in terms of organizations that are delivering value add improvement as a result of diversity, equity, inclusion, in our opinion, is pretty good. As you see on the next slide, we asked the question in the same survey, what are your plans? And the plans are that almost half of those people participating in this research are on the track to deliver impact and ROI as part of their measurement mix when it comes to diversity, equity, inclusion. It's an important part of the mix. Now again, it's not the only part. Representation, fundamental representation is critical. But it's only part of the story. Okay, those preventive measures, improving those is critical, but it's only part of the story. Having an agile work culture means we are embracing the differences of the entire employee population. And when we embrace those differences and really include people and the projects matter, we can add value. We can improve those measures of output, quality, cost, time, customer satisfaction, job satisfaction, work habits, and innovation. So we suggest, moving forward, you look at diversity, equity, inclusion as a real strategy to driving change in the organization, but change that delivers value. To do this, you're going to start with why. You're going to look at what are the measures that need to improve in my organization, measures that are going to move us forward, measures of output, quality, cost, time, or measures of customer satisfaction, job satisfaction, work habits, innovation. What are the measures that need to improve? And what is happening or not happening that if we changed it could help us improve it? And how does diversity, equity, inclusion fit into all of this? And once you've identified the solution, think about what is it people need to learn to do what we want them to do to improve those measures? And how can we roll it out so that people buy into this solution? And then we're going to set up our expectations, set up a clear objectives that give us a path forward. And we'll design the solution to achieve the outcomes that we want to. Then we'll collect data throughout the program, and once the program's been implemented, we'll follow up to see if in fact people are doing what we want them to do and if those impact measures are improving. As part of the analysis, we'll take a robust look to make sure that when we make a claim that diversity, equity, inclusion solutions are delivering value, we have a basis for that claim. We'll isolate the effects of the program, convert some measures to money, identify some intangible benefits, bring in the cost, calculate the ROI, and then we're going to report out the results. Folks, measurement, evaluation, analytics is useless unless you tell someone about it. And in the final step of the process, we'll use the data to improve what's going on in the organization, optimize the data so we can make things even better. When it comes to leveraging diversity, equity, inclusion to drive agile work cultures, hope is not a strategy, luck is not a factor, and doing nothing is not an option. It's all up to us, folks. Good luck with your diversity, equity, inclusion. It can really pay off for you if you design it to do so. We hope you'll take advantage of some of the resources we've posted here. You'll see on the slide, take out your phone, click on the QR code, go to the link, download some resources. We have some tools with questions that you can ask yourselves and your teams and your clients that can help you decide on what are the right solutions given what we're trying to address. There's some case studies that we're offering you and some other tools as well. So please download the resources. Also, we want to invite you to participate in some of our programs so that you can demonstrate the impact and ROI of your diversity, equity, inclusion. One primary program, our most comprehensive program, is our ROI certification. So think about participating in that. In that program, we will actually walk you through the process and help you plan an ROI study. But if that's too much for you now, if you just want a taster, you just want to try it out, try our ROI Boot Camp. We offer the ROI Boot Camp asynchronously as well as synchronously, and we'd love for you to participate in that. We look forward to hearing from you. If you are not a member of IFTDO, please join. We've got a lot going on, and we know that 2022 is going to be a big year. And then soon you'll be getting more information about the April conference next year in India. We want to see you there in person. Good luck with all your work. Give me a call or a chat or an email. I'd love to have a conversation with you about your work in diversity, equity, inclusion. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.